Hello guys, so in the last video I tried doing this question and I got it wrong. I got a time limit exceeded. Well, why did I get it? Because, well, I don't think that this is the best kind of question. I mean, the test cases wise. So I will try to explain what happened and what went wrong. So this is the approach that we discussed. We were fixing an I value, and for that we were iterating over all the j values and checking whether I plus ai plus aj, the negative of that, so it is called as sum. So the negative of that sum, whether we have seen it or not. If we have seen it, then okay, and if not, then yeah, just skip it, because we cannot form the sum 0 with that ai and aj. So yeah, that's it. And we so the method was 100% correct, but we were getting a time limit exceeded, and this was the previous code that got us a TLE. Then what I did was I modified the code a lot, but still I was getting a TLE. So now, what is the modified code? First I will discuss the modified code, and then I will discuss why I was still getting TLE and how I solved it. So this is the modified code. So what I did is that I sorted the array, the initial array that we have. I just sorted it, and after that what I'm doing is that I'm fixing a value I, and then I'm iterating over the left and right. So this is the array we have now, and let's say that this is the ith value. So what I'm doing is I'm fixing this value, and then I'm running two pointers. So this is the left pointer and this is the right pointer. Now what is happening is that the left pointer will move towards the right side and right pointer will come backwards. It will go on the left side. So what is happening is that we have fixed the value I, and now we have AL and AR. Now what is the condition? First of all, this should be equal to 0. So that is the condition we need to satisfy. And we know for sure, since the array is sorted, AI is the smallest and AR is the biggest. So we know these things should be, these two conditions must be satisfied. Now what happens is that if the sum, let's say this is the sum ai plus al plus ar, let's call it as s. So we know that if s is greater than 0, then we must try to add some negative quantity to this number. And how can we add some negative quantity? We will so our current numbers are ai, al and ar, and since ai is fixed, we can only move al and ar. So either we need to increase al or we can decrease ar. Since we need to decrease something from this s, so the quantity we add to it should be lesser. Since ar is the higher thing, so we must decrease it to make this as less. And similarly, if s is less than 0, we must add something to this, and to add something we must increase our current al. So al must increase. So that is how we will handle this. So we have sum as nums l, nums r and nums I. So if sum is 0, then okay, and if it is greater than 0, then try to decrease r, and if it is less than 0, then increase l, and if it is 0, then let's call it as temporary, let's call the array as temporary array, and then push the array in our answer, and yeah, just increase l and r at the same moment. Because uh, if a b c, if the sum is 0, then we know that okay, the sum is 0, then at this point the sum is 0, so obviously we just need to increase l and decrease r at the same time. So this is the new set that we will consider, this l, this r and this I. So we will just increase them and decrease them at the same time, and if it is greater than 0, then decrease r. If the sum is less than 0, then increase l, because we will try to add more of something, and this way is increasing and this way is decreasing. So that is how you do it using two pointers. But the problem was that I was again getting TLE. So I tried I tried printing the test case on which I got the TLE. So it was something like this. If you just check the test case, it was like this: all zeros, then all ones, and all negative ones. So what is happening is that yeah. So yeah, so what is happening is that I just added this line and the TLE went away, and the runtime only came down to and the runtime only came down to 104 millisecond. So it was not even running within 1 second, and now it's 104 millisecond. So what I did was that I just checked that if I is greater than 0, then numsci should not be equal to numsci minus 1. That is the that is what we are doing every time is that we are fixing. So if we have ABC, we are fixing the first element, which is A, and then we are iterating over B and C. But what happens is, let's say before this we had A0. Now since A0 and A, so if they are same, then we know that we have already calculated the answer for A0. So we have already calculated the answer for A0, and we have calculated all the possible answers for A0. So what is the use of calculating the answer for A? Since we have already calculated all the answers for A0, there is no use in calculating all the answers for A, because it would be the same as A0 answer. So yeah, so just ignore it and move on. And this is how we handle those cases, and this will speed it up like 10 times by 10 times, and this passed. So but now what can happen is that I don't think that we will have a duplicate in the array, but I'm not sure. Let's try to submit it again. And if we just return answer, yeah, we can have duplicates. Okay, so we can still have duplicates, so that is why I wrote this logic to remove the duplicates. So I am pushing everything in the array first, and then I'm just checking that if the previous array element, if the current array element is equal to the previous array element, just don't push it. If it is not equal to that, then only push it. So I'm just sorting these things and I'm pushing it. So the logic, if you are confused what is happening, so you can just think like this. Like if we have like this array, just an array of numbers 2, 1, 1, 0, and what I'm doing is I'm sorting this array, so it's becoming 1, 3 times 1, and then 2, and then I'm pushing only the unique elements in the array. So 0 I'm pushing in the array, 1 I'm pushing in the array. Now this one is same as this previous one that was pushed in the array, so don't push it. So ignore this, and now push the 2 in the array, and hence we have an array of unique elements. So I'm doing the same thing with the vector of vectors. So I'm just pushing the unique vectors in our vector of vectors, and I'm returning that. So this is working, and by comparison it just compares them element by element, and it won't take much of time, because since it has only three elements, so it doesn't compare everything. So the complexity of this is only 3n, and yeah, and sorting just makes everything like same. So now we have a series of same groups. So like here we had 0 and then 1, 1, 1 and then 2. In a similar way we have a series of arrays such that similar arrays are grouped together, and we are just segregating the unique ones. So and this works, and yeah, so this is it. And I think that the previous code would also work with this logic. Like I just need to add this one, but yeah, but it would still take some time because I'm pushing everything in the map. But I can still try, because this video is all about trying. Like this video series is all about trying, so I can still try. So my claim is that this should still work. Nums k triplet, and if I greater than 0 and nums I is equal to nums I minus 1, then continue. and the output is minus 1 0 1, but expected is 0 0 0. So this is not working. So what can be wrong here? First of all, I am not running this, so I can just comment it out. And in the answer, we are just pushing the unique things, and that is also sorted, and the triplet is true. And this is wrong because scene of 0 scene of nums 0 is true, and then start from 1, and this is not needed. Now this should work maybe. So we have a series of minus ones and then zeros and then ones. For minus 1 it's working, but it is not working for 0. So sorting this, I am checking this in scene, and num0 is true, and this is the triplet. And minus 1. Oh, okay, because I'm fixing the middle element. Here I was fixing the first element and then going around, and here I'm fixing the middle element, and that is not the same thing. So okay, so yeah, so we are fixing the middle element in this case. So here we were fixing the very first element and then iterating over those, the second element and the third element. But here the logic is that we are fixing the second element and just checking that if we have encountered the first element or not. And this is fine. So the first 0 will work, but the second 0 won't work. So what we can do is that maybe we can count. So this keeps the count of all the elements, and or what we can do is we can do the same thing. Oh yeah, it's better to do it differently because this is a different kind of implementation. So we are incrementing the count, and if count dot count nums I and count nums I is equal to 3, then continue. So what I am doing is that, so in the previous implementation we are fixing the middle element, so just So let's take this in example. So we are fixing this middle element, and after that we are then fixing this element as the middle one. So this is the jth element, and we are iterating over k this side, and we are just checking whether we found I, which is equal to aj plus ak negative of this. If we found it, then okay. If not, then no, not a problem. Then it is not a part of the answer. So we are iterating over k on the right side, and we have fixed j, and so clearly our process should run when the middle element is this itself, because then it can have the option of making the first element as itself. So if count is 2, then we have a scope of making the first element as the same as the middle element. But if the count is 3, then there is no need, because we have already made like we have already considered the case 1 comma 1 comma 2, and when we are at this third one, then also we are considering this case 1 comma 1 comma 2, which is not needed. So if the count of the middle element exceeds 3, is equal to 3 or greater than 3, then no need to count it, then no need to consider it. So yeah, so this is what I did, and I don't know whether this will work or not, but this should work. Okay, this is C and T. And this works. So this shouldn't TLE. Earlier it was getting a TLE, but I just added this line and this line. So now this is a wrong answer. And when input is 0 0 0, oh okay, we commented this out, but this shouldn't be commented out, and yeah, because we are starting from the first element and we have already seen the 0th element. So now this is accepted, and you can see it is still somewhat larger, like 256 millisecond, but earlier it was timing out. So this is the previous solution that I explained the solution in the previous video, and in this video I just tried to make it pass. So in this implementation we are fixing the middle element, and in this implementation we are fixing the first element. And yeah, as I explained in one of the previous videos, I will be uploading all the implementation to GitHub, and whenever or wherever I post this series, I will also post the GitHub link, so you guys can also go through the code, and the code would be explained there also in much more detail and in depth, so it would be better for like understanding. But this is also like cool. Yeah, so I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one.